What is going on, everybody? Prof Jeffs here, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play episode. In this episode, we are doing something that is long overdue. However, I didn't really know the best way to put it in a video format, so I've kind of been putting it off. And that is kind of just our overall progression of our world, that is. I was going to say, like, base, but, like, we're kind of expanding into the world at this point. So the thing is, I built this bridge off camera the one time because, like I was saying, I don't really know. I'm not the best at building. A lot of times it takes a lot of effort, and sometimes it takes a lot of tries as well. So it's kind of hard for recording purposes. But I'm gonna do my best. We're gonna try to build this bridge over here. Try to get that connected off, and we're gonna start work Um, at progressing our what we're calling this pier or boardwalk or whatever. I'm going to have it come along here. I think I'm going to make it go through the mountain there and then come out here, and then we're going to have a path here, and then we'll probably do a bridge over here. The path will extend along here to connect up with this, and then I'll also probably have some paths going up here to connect up here, and same on the other side. And then we'll also have to have our path going to the front door here, and then we're also going to have another one coming along the water as well, and we're going to have it heading over eventually to our bee farm and also the village. So the problem with this Let's Play is I've started a lot of very large projects, and I don't have the time I would like to be able to just work on them day and night. So that's kind of what I was trying to get at. We're gonna have to try to do more of this on camera, some of the building. Like I said, I kind of have this area up to so we can expand in the future with more farms and stuff, which will come. And then I also had the idea for the mage tower up at our base right here. It's going to be like my little uh, base at the village. I just tried to look sideways. Okay. And then we got our house here. So I'm going to have it come up. I also have some other ideas, but that's going to be it for now. I probably won't get all this done in the video. Like I was saying, this is probably going to be something we're going to have to work on over time. But like I was saying, like I kind of want to start finishing up even like the builds and stuff. Like I haven't 100% finished the furnace room. I still need to do something with the center there, and I have a few ideas for stuff, but like I said, it's just like uh trying to fit that in with my time schedules. Been a bit challenging, but we're making the best of it, and we're gonna keep working on it. So I'm gonna head over and we're gonna start the bridge. So the best way to do this bridge, I think, is going to be for us to come out uh do around here, and then maybe I'll just do it starting here. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll try to make this more of like a symmetrical bridge, opposed to this one that's kind of all wacky and all over the place. This was a lot harder to build. I do like how it looks in the end. Like it's not horrible, but uh, definitely having a little more controlled of a build is going to be helpful. So we're going to want to break these. So, and then we're going to pretty much have it come to here. So we can also probably end up expanding the farm possibly. We're going to want to build a little platform for us to work off of. Actually, we don't need it here. And let's get it to here. I think this is where we're going to want to start the bridge. Okay, we're going to want to replace both the lanterns here. Dang it! That was my wrong pick. I was just repairing them before the episode at the spider farm, and I messed up there. But it's all good. I brought extra glowstone because we're going to need it for the bridge anyway. But yeah, so we're going to move the first one to here. And then I think I'm going to do the second one here. Yeah, that perfect. Hmm. We might actually be able to do this. If we do this here, we can maybe go like this. And do it here. That's might be a little too long. And then if the bridge starts here and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 wide, then we're going to want this to come like that. Perfect. Maybe we'll even do something like this. So this honestly might be where it originally was. Okay. Something like that. That way these two are off-centered. And then the bridge can start somewhere along here. I guess this is... Yeah, okay, so I just have to make this one a little farther away. Okay, perfect. So let's get to constructing the bridge design now. Okay, so we're going to start off with some stairs, I think, just to get this started, which means we'll mirror that on the other side, and then we'll come around here. Actually, I don't need... Well, that actually will end up probably being like that. Something like that. Probably put some more dirt there. And then we'll get our blocks along the surface here. Because we do want like a railing along the side too. Keep the aesthetic up. And then this is pretty much what I did before as well, is once I got the initial design for the bridge done, that's when I went back with the, mossy cobblestone, which I have, to just go over it. So let's see. We got that there. We're going to want shoulder like this, but maybe something more like that. Yeah, we're going to have to tinker with this a little bit, but it should be good. And then we put stone down there for a little bit of a nice arch. And then we'll mirror that on this side as well. Okay, I actually think I thought of an idea that might be a bit better, actually. So if I have it, so I go... Actually, I think I might go one more here and then put them here. But if I do this up here and we mirror this on this side, I think it might actually be slightly better. And then we'll have them meet right about here. It's kind of far, so... Okay. Maybe we'll have it go up one more then. Another like something like that. And then we'll have them meet each other. We'll have a bit of like a viewing area. I think this is actually perfect. Something like this. And then we'll obviously have the sides on it. And some lanterns along the top. But honestly, I think this actually can be really cool. Should be dope. Okay, so I have to figure out a bit of the aesthetics, so I'm going to just play around a little bit, and we'll be back with maybe a bit more of a nice looking product. Now that we have the basic design of the bridge done, it's time to add some columns that we can add our lamps on. So we'll have one there for sure, and then I'm probably going to do one here for sure. So I like to like space them out a decent bit, which means we kind of want one here, maybe. just a weird spot for it, but not a weird spot, but a difficult spot to do it. But and then definitely want one more around here. And maybe not there. Maybe one in here. And then we have the ones here and here. Okay, perfect. We might do... I guess we'll end up doing it like this, actually. Probably. Something like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. We're gonna have to do something about that. But it is turning night, so I gotta go sleep. Now it is time to add the lights, just to see if everything looks good with those on and make sure the positioning is nice. Could do with another one over here somewhere. Actually, we should be good. And that. Okay, and then we'll just throw their trapdoors on, the ones we can quickly. So yeah, this is actually starting to look really nice. I did a bit of work. Oops. I guess I'm throwing them all on. I did a bit of work on this part, so I curved the stair and I took this part out. So now it kind of comes down. It's a little more natural. That way, because, well, I mean, you would be running this way, so hopefully this doesn't actually, like, get rid of the crops, but it doesn't look like it does. So yeah, this is coming along nicely, this bridge. Thankfully, I had the other bridge constructed, so I kind of had, like, an idea of the style I wanted. It's a lot harder for me to start from scratch with something, but this is really a good start for the progress that we have made in this episode. Now there are 2 steps left. We have to kind of round it off and make the bridge look a little nicer. And then by the rule that I applied to myself in this Let's Play, we need to ground this to the bottom. So let's see. I think we're going to want to do something like this, and I need to go build more of these. Thankfully, this bridge isn't as deep as that one over there. Most spots can kind of just sit nice and sound, and then we should be able to throw some slabs on the bottom here. Kind of keep it a little symmetrical, but yeah, we're also going to want to... here, throw one of those down, and we're going to need to go grab more, so I'm gonna grab them and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have 53 of them now, which should be plenty for what we need. So we got that one grounded. We can do one right here. Actually, I don't even think I'll need that. Means I might be able to do that here. Yeah, we'll keep it like that, just so it stays on the line. And then need one here. This is the deeper section, so it required a little more. Thankfully, I made enough. And then probably want one on this side just to keep it down. So we probably can just start there and just go down here. And there. So we got that section done. Honestly, I could probably put a light up there. It might look nice. I'll probably play around with that and put one up there and just see how it looks. And we're adding a bit of color now. I added a bit already, so this is kind of how it's starting to look. Honestly, with the mossy stone... Oops. With the mossy stone on the sides here, that just looks so nice. And then I'm also going to be growing some vines down the sides. Oops. Especially the sides of that one. Oh my gosh, one already grew. And then we'll also be growing some vines down the sides of some of these other ones. I guess we'll grow it down there and down there. Okay. And I shall continue to transvert this bridge into a little bit of a mossy paradise. Okay, we have a bit more of a finished product now, which I'm kind of happy with. There's still a bit of work I'm going to want to do. Like, I definitely want to add a thing like that. But all in all, I actually really like the way this bridge turned out. I have added a bit of mossy, like I was saying before. I did go a little moss crazy, but I actually really like the combination between mossy and cobblestone, because especially when you get into the water, I don't think I have any more, but like having the mossy come out of the water, I don't know. I just really like that. So that's going to be it, I think, for the bridge. I'll probably remember something I have to do for it in a bit. But let's continue on, since it's not just about time to end this episode yet. And let's go start the bridge that leads through the mountain there to end off this episode. So we're just gonna head over there and we'll begin. I don't know exactly what I want to do for this just yet, so we're gonna have to kind of see. The idea is comes here. I think I'm going to keep it coming along to here, and then we'll have it branch through about around like here maybe. We'll see. And then if we do that, it should just, yeah, tunnel right through the mountain. And then pretty much the idea is that we'll come out somewhere around here. So I'm going to dig in a little bit into the mountain here, just so we kind of have a reference point when we're digging from the other way. And then I'm probably just dig straight to it, which should be good. I haven't really done too much work underground in this Let's Play so far. And honestly, a lot of the stuff I tend to build that I like the most is usually underground. It's a little easier to build, and you kind of have to work in the... Like, building in caves, you kind of have to work with the landscape you have, rather than... Obviously, you can build a new cave, but... you know what I'm saying. Like, you can... It's easier to build in a select area, because you kind of have to build according to that way, rather than pretty much the sky's the limit, in my opinion, because it's just too many choices. I have a hard time figuring out what I like and what I don't like sometimes. So we're gonna go sleep. We'll dig from the other side. Also, I love how this chimney looks smoking all the time. Like, it looks so nice. I was admiring it when when I was starting the episode. From the base, you can just see the smoke piling out of the chimney, and I think it's one of like the coolest features I've made. And that's another thing, is like the interior of this place definitely is going to need a lot of work. Technically, the mapping is part of this building, so it's going to be pretty big. I'm not too great at decorating interiors, but I'm going to do my best in the next few episodes to try to, like I was saying, get some work done. I've also done a bit of like random menial stuff. Like, I have some trained wolves you guys have probably seen before. I just have them sitting there, no use. And then I also have I mean, I could show you guys what it is. Have you guys been wondering what's been in here? Well, we're not going to see this episode yet. So we're going to go over here and continue digging through the tunnel. So pretty much come along the edge, and yeah, we'll dig straight through here. So pretty much their goal with this is going to be just kind of dig straight and hit up with the other tunnel that I dug from the other side. And once we do that, we'll probably work at making it a little fancier. I'll probably actually have this sort of like... My idea is going to be like maybe have like a museum almost, to the point where there's like exhibits that we can see while we walk through on the one side, like kind of like cages. I don't really know how I'm going to do it. That was just kind of what popped into my head. I have really good ideas like that. I just, a lot of times I don't know how to actually make them work. So that's usually the hardest part. But yeah, like that's going to be cool. It's going to be another project that we're not going to get done, though, because like I was saying, I don't really even have the start of an idea what we're going to put in the exhibits. Actually, maybe not exhibits. Maybe we'll put like a horse stable or something, but there's definitely going to be some usage or something we can see through this tunnel. That way it's not just for aesthetics. I mean, I do like building things that look good, but I also am a very functional person, so it's better for things to have a use, in my opinion, than just to look nice. We have the tunnel constructed, and although it doesn't look very nice right now, I'm not going to work on sprucing it up just yet in this episode. I knew this wasn't going to be something I was going to be able to finish. I don't even know how I'm going to be designing this tunnel yet, but I did want to get it done. That way we have a basis for it. I also had another idea. Maybe we'll put our entrance to a strip mine in it. I don't have a strip mine set up yet in this Let's Play. This is the first world I think I've ever not have a strip mine, because usually I just enjoy strip mining occasionally, like if I'm watching something or whatever. It's just chill to find some resources, but we really haven't needed any extra resources in this Let's Play. We've been pretty set, at least like what the materials for mining it is. So we're going to expand this platform here. We want it to come and meet up here. So we want to do this, and we pretty much want that. Okay. So I can have it be a little longer. Maybe not. So there's not really much room in here, so we're gonna be putting water or dirt in here for the farms. This is the wrong. Oh no, that was the right pick. Okay. Honestly, having 2 picks on you is kind of annoying, but I do really like having Silk Touch for the most part. And then we're going to want to get rid of it like this. Perfect. Here we go. Let's try to have this come out into path blocks. I can't make path blocks on those. Figured that would be what would allow me to stop it, but okay, so we want to make these into path blocks now. Leading into here. I think we're going to end up making this tunnel probably 4 wide in the end. So we'll probably do something like that. That way we can keep up with this. Something like that. Okay. I was going to say that's an issue, but it really isn't, because we don't need that water there anymore. Probably not going to end up leaving it like this, because I kind of want it to look a little nicer, but for now we'll just kind of keep it like this. Prefer if the corners are kind of natural. Something like that, I don't know. Could be good. I've always struggled with how this looked just because it didn't fit in. I really like this design internally, and I have an idea for what I'm going to be doing there. I just really didn't like how it ended up looking coming out onto this area, so I am trying to adjust that a little bit, and I'm missing a piece there. Probably I have to figure out a way to naturally blend this into the landscape a little bit better. But we'll have to see. And then we'll come to this section, which we're going to dig out a little more. And we come through here. And then we come out here, and we'll be back to a path. Something like that. And then pretty much I'll have this path. This is going to transition into a wooden one. That actually looks pretty good from this angle. We're going to transition to a wooden path that comes along here. And then the bridge we make here is going to be a like oak wood bridge kind of to do that. And then we'll have, again, like I was saying, the path leading up to the house somewhat. We can kind of break that out a little bit. Just like something like that. Problem is I haven't actually cleared a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of little nuances that are annoying when building, and like grass and stuff are especially one of them. But there, that should be pretty much good for now. We'll just do a little pathway, kind of marking the general direction. Something like that. And something like that should be fairly good for right now, I think. Let's take a look from above and just see how this episode has changed the base a little bit. So that path does actually look pretty good, seeing as it was just like quickly laid out for the most part. And then we'll lead to the tunnel. That bridge looks pretty solid from afar, and that part actually looks pretty good too. The path blocks blend in with the wheat really well, so that actually works out nicely. We're just gonna have to figure out a way to incorporate this into the landscape nicely still, and that's pretty much it. So that's probably gonna do it for this episode, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. A bit of a more buildy episode again, but like I said, we kind of have a bit of work to get done before we can start progressing with new projects. I tend to have a few projects that I like to be doing at one time, and there gets to a point where it's overwhelming starting a new one, so I'd like to try to get what I'm kind of working on done, and then we'll kind of work a bit away at it more. I'm gonna add a bit of more mossy cobble on the actual top of the bridge, because that looks a little bare, especially compared to that. You can see a bit more mossy cobblestone throughout so. But that's going to do it for this episode, everyone. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. It really supports the channel. Also, if you are new, make sure to subscribe. That supports the channel in a different way as well, and you get notified every time that I do post a video. So without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a good day.